Somadev begins his work by invoking the gods Shiva, Parvati, Ganesha, and Saraswati, as each of these will help us understand the Kathasaritsagara. May Shiva, the blue-throated one, he who is ensnared by Parvati's noose-like glances, grant you prosperity. The meaningful act of invoking Shiva and Parvati for prosperity is due firstly to the ideas of emptiness and fullness. Shiva swallows poison, which turns his throat blue. The poison represents the world's evil doing, harmful thoughts, heartbreak and pain. Shiva then makes the poison irrelevant by focusing on nothingness. He focuses on the void, thus empties himself of everything and attains his true state of being. But why does he focus on emptiness? Because it is by being empty that one is ready to absorb something new, something other than oneself. Shiva is said to be ensnared by Parvati as she looks at him. So by being empty, Shiva can fully receive Parvati, as she represents all of existence. If Shiva is emptiness, then Parvati is fullness. We can experience the greatness of life by absorbing the beauty, the richness, and the depth of existence, and by receiving all this we are filled with love. With Parvati, who was the mother of all existence, we can fill our minds and hearts with a deep love for existence, and since there are many varieties of things to love, we must empty ourselves only to be filled again. May Ganesha, who brushes away stars when he dances at twilight, and who creates new ones from the spray of his trunk, protect you. This emptying and refilling is represented by Ganesha, who is Shiva's and Parvati's son, which represents that this function of emptying and refilling is like a dance, and is always in motion, and is dependent on existence itself. Invoking Ganesha will remove our obstacles in the same way an elephant removes things from its path with its trunk. Ganesha removes stars when the days end, represents that things in existence are destined to end. But when these things do reach their end, they will be replaced by new ones. This is done easily by Ganesha, as an elephant when he takes water from the river and sprays it above him. This will become relevant later, as we can see how easily in Somedev's works, stories, and another story begins from the ending of the other story. I worship the goddess of speech, who is the light that illuminates everything. Somadev also invokes Saraswati, because as an aspect of the goddess, she fills our emptiness with knowledge and understanding. It is through this love of knowledge that Somadev's work will come to our minds as we begin to appreciate how great existence is. Somedeva then explains that his work, the Kathasaritsagara, is based on the works that are very old and very well established already in his time, a collection of stories known as the Brhatkatha. This tradition of storytelling is ancient in India, and by studying these stories, we can see ourselves through the errors and the victories of others as we hear their stories, so that we may learn to act without the poison that can ruin our souls and destroy us. We can be free from doing good because we desire fame or rewards. We can do good because we are part of this wonderful and beautiful existence, which we can imagine as Parvati filling us with love for her. And here compose this collection of verses, which are the essence of the Brhatkatha. This book is exactly like the one from which it has been taken, although the language has been modified so that this book is shorter. As far as possible, the connections between the stories have been maintained, and the essence of the stories have been preserved. I have not undertaken this project out of a desire for fame as an original teller of tales. Rather, I have done this so that this vast web of stories, so different and so varied, be remembered.